Well said, Trevor Phillips. I should have said Sir Trevor Phillips, of course, but he appeared on Times Radio. I said a while ago, actually, he's the last decent interviewer on telly. I know he comes out with some left-wing stuff sometimes, but actually, he's pretty fair, and he gives everybody a fair crack at the whip when they're being interviewed. And he has eviscerated Labour over this grooming gang scandal. Look at this bit.
It's not my business, and I know I'm, just a television and radio presenter, but I think what the government is doing on that question is utterly, utterly shameful.
Really?
Utterly shameful. And it is so obviously political that if people who in government who are responsible for this, who are in other ways, I think completely decent people, should really be ashamed of themselves. And because it's so obvious that they're not doing this because the demographic of the people involved, as Katie Lamb, the Tory MP, said yesterday, largely Pakistani Muslim in background, and also in Labour-held seats and councils who would be offended by it.
Don't forget, this is a guy who is a bit of a lefty, is a Labour supporter, or certainly was. Tony Blair made him the chairman for the Commission for Racial Equality and its successor body, the Equality and Human Rights Commission, born in Islington. This guy should be supporting this Labour Party. But some things, as he basically articulated, are completely indefensible. Where's the Gary Linekers now? Where's the Tony Robinsons? The Carol Vordermans? All those people? Why aren't they speaking out? Why aren't they showing some balls like Trevor Phillips did? You can be fairly sure that Trevor Phillips voted for Keir Starmer. And I would love to see somebody ask him, do you regret doing so now? Because I wouldn't be surprised to see the answer being yes, I regret it. Whereas the others, like take Carol Vorderman for example, used to be, well, she will just kiss anyone's arse who's in power at the time. She did the same with David Cameron and George Osborne. And now she's doing the same with the Labour Party. And then complained about them because she was forced to sell her second home that was on the coast in South Wales. And in a completely unrelated topic, I had no idea that Trevor Phillips was 71 years old. Good God, he looks good for his age, doesn't he?